Good morning.
Hey.
We're gonna go eat breakfast, and then we're gonna work on the car. We gotta put the new wheels on it and get the camera set up. And then we're gonna go to the hotel and have the driver's meeting. So, yeah. We also don't have a hotel to sleep in tonight. So, we need to figure that out.
This may come as a surprise, but there are not many options for a hot breakfast in Lewiston, Idaho on a Friday morning. We were homeless, tired, and anxious about the rally, but our spirits were high and our stomachs empty. So we found a local dive that looked just greasy enough to solve at least some of our problems. We had an inside man at the casino, and before we could finish breakfast, we got some interesting news about our situation.
This is the best news I've ever heard in my life, I think. We'll take it. Bye. We have the same hotel room for the next 2 nights. We don't have to move rooms. Mere hours ago, we thought we were sleeping in the Honda for the rest of eternity. And now we have a hotel room for the next 2 nights. It's in the right town. We have access to a wonderful breakfast establishment.
We really do.
Where are we? What is this place called?
Rusty.
We want to pimp out Rusty's Diner because this breakfast is amazing. It's very cheap. The service is wonderful. Everything about Lewiston so far has been amazing, except for our Expedia experience at whatever hotel we were at. Our lives have just taken a turn for the better. And I think it's only $99 a night.
Yeah.
We're doing
really
Moral of
good.
the story, we're doing good. We're going to win novice class. Everybody's happy. Good YouTube videos. We become famous. You can stop wearing stupid clothes like that.
Oh.
With breakfast over, it was time to go to the driver's meeting, where one thing became immediately apparent. We were the least qualified people in this rally. Everybody else had a prepared car, or at a bare minimum, years and years of rally experience to help them navigate this course. We may not have had either of those things, but at least we looked damn good. For about 5 minutes before we emptied the contents of our lives into the parking lot behind us. However, we spent a few more minutes looking at everybody else's cars, pretending that we weren't entirely screwed, before it was time to take a look at what the rally organizers had given us.
What is this? We are so far over our heads. General instructions, we don't need those. Oh boy, not gonna read that. Speed changes, we should probably read that at some point. Accident response guidelines, we won't have an accident, so that doesn't matter.
So we're doing 141 miles today.
Day 1. Oh boy. Okay, alright. So this is elapsed time. What are these diagrams called? We need a clock. Can we have a clock? Are we allowed to have a clock? There's a lot that happens today.
I wasn't wrong. There was a lot happening that day. And as time ticked down, the driver's meeting finally ended. We spent a little bit more time getting the Prelude ready to go, and then got some more interesting news from our new best friend Wendy at the casino.
Really? Ryan?
What?
Do you want to go to a George Thorogood concert tonight?
Is it free?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
When is it?
Well, yeah, when does it start? I think we should be free around like 7. Starts at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. All right, thanks. Bye.
As luck would have it, our new best friend Wendy had
Right.
gotten us tickets to see George Thorogood that night. But we didn't have a lot of time to think about this. We were the last car in the parking lot, and it was time to put up or shut up.
Begin section right at stop hotel driveway.
Clear.
Go. All right, cast is 25. Next instruction.
And
is
with that,
25.
the rally had begun. As we wound through Lewiston and back over the river into Washington, it felt like things were going really well. We weren't making any mistakes, and it seemed like we actually knew what we were doing.
Dude, are we finally going to complete an odometer check section
Correctly?
without screwing it up for the first time ever?
We might.
We always screw it up.
Well, every time.
But we still always place really well.
Yeah. This time we actually have a clock
Yep.
with splits reading in hundredths of a minute so that we can match it to what we're supposed to do. Dude, we got this. We have got this.
Too good to fail.
I think we missed that checkpoint.
Speedometer is currently reading 5.5.
I think we're off track.
Well, it was worth the shot. Guess we can head back to Eugene. You sure we need to turn around?
I'm 100% positive. Go right. Oh, fuck, we probably need to go straight back there. Turn around. So, we're 10% low. If this is at 16.0, alright, so this should be 15.43, 17.43.
Yeah, as it turned out, we didn't got this. We had completely ruined the odometer leg, just like every other rally we had ever done together. Unfortunately, that would seem like small potatoes compared to another potential problem that we were slowly becoming aware of.
1.9. What is wrong with the wheels? Why is the car doing that? Most of the drivers that are here that take this seriously on any level have rally tires. So the tires that are on this car right now are not rally tires, they are snow tires. Earlier, Ryan saying he thinks that the cords might have snapped on one of the tires. That feels eerily similar to how it felt in my Forester, but right before the wheels snap off.
With that cheery thought etched into our memories, we finally stumbled into the first stop. We had 20 minutes to kill before our next out time. I busied myself with the trivial task of doing mileage adjustments so we would have corrected directions to use for the next leg. The break didn't last long though, and before we were remotely prepared for it, we were back on the road for our first timed section.
3, 2, 1. Right, and then I'm counting for how long we're off. Go whenever you're ready. Okay. Cast 54.
We were finally starting to get our bearings and get into the groove, but even from the get-go, this stage was so much rougher than the first.
Getting honked at. Oh, it's a part of the rally! Oh, the exhaust, I think, is still on the car.
However, it wasn't long before pavement gave way to dirt, and the real rough stuff began.
So it's right there. Yep, give me the mileage as we do that.
Yeah, we are at 1 point.
These back roads are what make Nor'Wester special. The views are amazing, the drops terrifying, and although my head was buried in the route book most of the time, the glances I got to take up out the window were breathtaking. The only problem was the dust from the car in front was making it harder and harder to see absolutely anything at all.
This is quite the introduction to off-road rally.
Yeah,
not being able to see.
I mean, that's kind of how it goes, I think.
I can't even go fast to make up for the time that we lost.
I know.
This is so infuriating.
The distraction of the car in front soon faded to the background. The roads were becoming more and more washboarded, and the Honda sounded like it was about to rattle itself to pieces. And there was one culprit that we were particularly afraid of.
Oh, good! Wow, Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, it's...
do you know what it is?
Is it the door?
Yeah, the door
Yeah.
might fling open.
You realize if that door comes open, we lose those screws.
Yeah, we were honestly afraid the driver's door would fly open at any moment and the striker plate would fall off and be lost forever. Luckily it didn't. We eventually made it back on tarmac, and after getting lost again, found the second stop.
It opened! I thought it wouldn't open. I thought the door was broken. Because the hinge is coming off.
The Prelude was a little worse for the wear, and 8 months later I think we're still trying to get dirt out of it. But I couldn't worry about that right then, because I had more math to do. Luckily, the last stage of the day was designed to let the driving teams enjoy the scenery. and man, was it worth enjoying. We wrapped up the day of rallying as the sun was going down, but that was by no means the end of our adventures.
This should be fun.
It's gonna be good to the bone, Steven.
We may have been dead tired and delirious, but there was nothing that was going to stop us from going to that free concert.
All right, let's start the show.
Was it better than the rattles in the Honda?
It really was.
Yeah. You gotta push the button for the elevator to go anywhere.
Which one?
2!
This one?
Yes! What'd you think? Shut up, Ryan! I don't need your shit.